What's up everyone, it's MrUknowwho, and today guys I'm bringing you another PS4 tutorial on how to host the 7.50 and the 7.55 jailbreak yourself using a virtual machine. If you're in a situation where your main setup is Mac and you want to do anything PC related or Windows related, get yourself a virtual machine. You do have options as far as what type of virtual machine you want to use. You can get a paid one or a free one. Let me show you guys what I have on my end so that you guys can decide if you want to get a free virtual machine or a paid virtual machine. So I'm using Parallels on my end. I did try out the free trial and everything was perfectly fine. I decided to buy it, which was roughly around $79.99. And anything Windows related or PC related works perfectly fine. If you want to get a free virtual machine, you can go to Oracle and get VirtualBox. Download this, works perfectly fine, and everything is free. So as far as if you want to get a paid one or a free one, it's up to you, but everything should work perfectly fine no matter if you go pay or free. Now, as far as what you need to host the 7.50 and the 7.55 jailbreak on the virtual machine, first things first, you need to get Node.js. Just go to downloads. If you click on it, go to Windows Installer, install this on your virtual machine, and you're good to go. Then after that, you're going to need to get the actual payloads for 7.50 and 7.55. I definitely would recommend to use DarkModder because it also has the new GoldHen version 1.1 payload. And all you need to do is go to code, download the zip, and put this zip on your desktop, and you're good to go as far as the setup is concerned. Now I'm going to close this window real quick, and as you guys can see right here, this is the actual folder from DarkModder here, and I already have my setup here. Now after you have this, you still need one more element, and that's the self-host server. So if you were to download this, there is no self-host server in this actual folder. I actually have it right here. So I'm going to extract this real quick, as you guys can see, so I can show you what you need to do as far as taking host server, which is here, and you drag this and you would put this inside of this folder. Now I already have my setup here with the GoldHen 1.1. So let me show you guys how my folder looks. So all I did was extract this, and like I said, I took the host server and put it inside this folder here. And then once that's done, all I do is click on this, and as you guys can see, let me move this over, you will get the host server running, and then it will give you an address to go to. This is the address you will go to on your PS4 internet browser to start caching the payloads for 7.50 and 7.55 to use offline. This will be different on your end, but this is what it is on my end. Now, as far as making sure everything is working correctly, as far as the virtual machine, Windows 10, and then everything connecting to the PS4, make sure you check one, your network adapter on Windows. So I'm going to show you mine real quick. Change network adapter options. And as you guys can see, I only have this network adapter. Some people have multiples here. If you have multiples, you need to find out which one is your main one and turn the rest off, and just keep the main one active. Like I said, I only have one here, so I know this is the main one. And like I said, this is in Windows 10. Now, after that, you want to go to Device, Network, and as you guys can see, you have different options here. In the event you have your server running and you go to this web address, like I said to you guys before, you need to check one, your network adapter in Windows, and then also your network adapter on the virtual machine. So I will go to Network, and then I come down, I test each one of these. I know that I had to use Network Ether, and then ether here. And then once I put in this address here on the PlayStation 4 internet browser, it actually started caching the payloads. Everything was working fine. So that's pretty much it as far as doing the setup on a virtual machine. Nothing hard, nothing too complicated. Just make sure you do the checks and balances prior to running the whole server to make sure everything is set up correctly. And then after that, everything else on the PlayStation 4 is simple. I'm actually going to go over to the PlayStation 4 now, show you guys me caching the payloads. Everything is working perfectly fine, doing the WebKit exploit, and then actually doing the jailbreak, and then it's all good. Another thing I want to mention real quick, you do not need to constantly run this server once you cache the payloads. Once the payloads are cached on the PlayStation 4 for offline use, you can stop running the server. The server is only to be used to cache the payloads. That is it, and you're good. So let me go over to the PlayStation 4 to show you guys everything is working. 1 second. Okay, everyone, I am now on my PlayStation 4. So at this point, what we want to do is go to the URL on the PS4 server through the internet browser. And then at that point, if everything works, cache the payloads for 7.50 and 7.55 to use offline. So let's go to settings. I'm connected to the network, and I'm going to go down to my system information. I'm on 7.50. As you guys already know, this will also work on 7.55. So go to your internet browser, and then at this point, you want to type in the URL of the PS4 server. So this is mine, real quick. And as you guys can see right here, once I press the R2 button, if everything is working correctly, you should be caching the payloads from the PS4 server so that you can use offline. If something goes wrong here, clear as day, something is wrong on the virtual machine or on Windows 10 as far as your connection. So you may want to revisit that, see if everything is working. But as you guys can see for me, this is my actual URL off my PS4 server. So let's see if I can actually connect. As you guys can see, it is caching the payloads. I did connect to the PS4 server. Everything's working perfectly fine. At this point right here, it already cached the payloads for me to use offline. What I would recommend for you guys to do right here, add bookmark and hit OK. Now, the reason why you want to add this bookmark once everything connects, if you look at the address after 206/75xv2, this is the WebKit exploit page. You need to do this first before you could use the payloads to do the jailbreak. So to save yourself some time, if you bookmark this, you could automatically open up a brand new page, go to this, and it will automatically start running for you without having to remember this long URL. So I'm going to do what it says right now is turn off my internet, right? Go to settings, network, turn this off, and now go back on internet browser. And as you guys can see in the background, it's running the WebKit exploit. So it's trying to load it. Once you get this to work, then you can run the payloads. You will get this error all the time or once in a blue. Don't worry, try again. And once you get it to work, you'll see it will actually fill up to 100, and then I can go and load the payloads. But you must do this first. As you guys can see, ta-da, I got it to work on the second try. It's doing the WebKit exploit. It is not doing the jailbreak yet. So if this works and I pass this, I should be able to go onto the payload page. Just give it a second. There you go. I'm on the payload. Now, at this point, I want to point out a couple of things. If you are on 7.50, you want to run the old exploit. If you are on the new 7.55, you want to do new exploit. A lot of times people get confused which one to do first. So again, old 7.50, new 7.55. And like I said, this is to do the jailbreak. Once we complete this, then we can run the payload. So payload you want to run is up to you. I'm running 7.5x, and then after that, it'll do a soft reboot real quick, and I'm good to go. Also, keep in mind at this stage, you only completed the webcam exploit. So if you go to old and you press this, and for whatever reason, you experience a kernel panic, which is where the PlayStation will shut off completely or be on a black screen, just restart again, go back to that URL, do the webcam exploit, come back to this page to load the jailbreak, and then you want to load the actual payload, which is up to you, 7.55 GoldHen or Mirror plus Spoof. So I'm going to do mine right now. I'm running this. I need to wait. Hopefully, I could do the jailbreak. It should say okay and finish, and then I can run Mirror 7.5x, and I should be good. As you guys can see, it says running jailbreak. Please wait. As you guys can see, I passed. Now I want to press Mirror 7.5x, and hopefully everything goes good. I don't experience a kernel panic, and then I can actually soft reboot. It went black, so don't worry. The PlayStation should come back on, and then everything is good. I could play whatever game I want to play. I should have the debug settings. As you guys can see, it just loaded, and everything is jailbroken. I'm good, and that's pretty much it. You're done. If I go down, there you go. So that's pretty much it as far as how to actually set up your actual PS4 server through a virtual machine, then actually go on the PlayStation 4 Connect, run the webcam exploit, download the payloads, then do the jailbreak, and then hopefully, and cross your fingers, everything goes good. You could be jailbroken, and you could do whatever you need to do after that. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I thank you for watching this video, supporting my channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will get up with you guys later. Peace.